Welcome back. No. Sorry, let me try this again. Welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRaisin. We shall be playing some PLO up to PLO 20. Currently waiting on some PLO 20 tables. In the meantime, we'll play some PLO 10. Already table starting here on Microgaming Flush Hype at the channel already. Wow. Hey, welcome Flush Hype. Thanks for the good lucks. I'm not sure what to do here. Apparently that was the right choice because we took it down. Sounds good to me. Also sounds good to me. If we get raised, we can certainly call that. I think we'll take one off. And here we are outpipped. Slightly. Checks. I think checking is fine by me. Well, we do have a full house ourselves. Gonna let it. So we block aces. Probably need the jacks, tens. I don't know, man. I don't know this time around. Usually I regret calling here. Yeah. But we did block aces. He didn't bet jacks on the turn. On the flop. Didn't bet tens on the flop. Generally speaking, just folding there is, I think, my default. Learned that the hard way, that I'm rarely good there, and just that was another case in point. In the meanwhile, we have the first aces of today, and at PLO 20 to boot. Let's take it down. Opening another PLO 20 table. This one will be heads up for the time being. Okay, let this go. Here we check once more. To be at the tighter end, the gentleman. So, we're up to 400 down here. Well, never scratched that. Turn to straight. The heads up. Kind of an intriguing board. And here we have all the tens. Alright. Wait, here. Keeps calling. So we'll go for the pot here. And take it down. Take that one down too. Sitting on 3 PLO 10 tables and 2 PLO 20 tables now. Keep showing the right ones. Yeah, I think so. Over here, let's go with the raise. Here we start off by checking. Got aces on table 1 and aces on another table. Right, so let's call. That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. There's a full house. Here, we'll start off by checking. Are getting a little larger now. Here we're raising it, and no mistake. Take it out on table 1 with the full house. We're gonna take one off here. Took it down on table 5 as well with the raise. Maybe slightly too large. And nothing cooking here for us. We're not gonna go in for bluff. Doesn't make much sense at this point, I think. And wow, you didn't flop a thing there. Got there by the river though. Can't argue with that. Nice double suited aces heads up. I think checking is fine. Our aces get raised. Oh, that's cool. Taking it down here, we do indeed. The Hamsterman announcing that we are nuts deep, and so we are, my friend. Welcome back, Hamster. I think we're playing for it all here. We're doing mighty fine right now. Whew, the jack had me worried, but it was of the right suit, giving us a buy-in. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Got more aces over here. Also sounding mighty fine. Not a bad board for them, I hope. Yep. Up here. Yeah, I think we're just letting it be. All right. Chase the Ace, welcome back. Good to see you here. Thanks for asking. Everything is just a-okay. I hope the same is true for you. Yeah, everything's pretty peachy. And thanks for the good lucks. It certainly worked wonders yesterday. So I decided to come over the top here. And on this kind of board, we're certainly c-betting quite sizably too. And taking it down in the process. Interesting. I think we might go for a raise there. Check raise on table 6 it is, I believe. Take this one down, check the turn, and call the river min bet. Oh, that's Not terribly helpful. Not much gut there though. And we're still good. Against King 877, no? Good stuff. Here I'm not gonna go for the bluff, I'm just gonna let it be. That's pretty nice, top and bottom. Make that top 2. And if you get raised here, we just let it go. We haven't gotten raised by this guy post-flop yet once. And very decent aces over here. No reason to be shy about raising. And here, just doing some light checking. Beef Stain Hurricane! That's a good nick. That was fun to say. Welcome to the channel, mate. Nice to see some new names here. Cheers! Letting this one go. This one, Wait, sorry. I was showing the wrong thingy there. Need to rearrange my tables. Hang on. Give me a moment. I think we let this one go with the aces. Alright, that's better. And good thing we did that this dude had... Wow, that's a brave cold call, my friend. Here we're just checking, giving us 2 pair heads up. Nothing to be sneezed at. Just checking, sounds good to me. We're still good. Like seeing that. Sure. Ace is definitely helpful here. And here we got a re-raising spot. I'll show the right tables now. Yeah. Now he bets for the full pot, which I find peculiar, but I'm gonna let it go. Get re-raised down here. Let's hope for a nice flop. Certainly have a nice hand. That'll do it for us. Doesn't really matter what I do here. I can lead, I can check. I think I'll go with the lead. Is he gonna get that buy-in back? Oh, he might. Because he has kings, the top set now. That's pretty nasty. We're doing quite fine against everything except that. Even against that we're not doing horrible, but not a fun hand to see. So I think I'm gonna take one off here. Given the fact that I do have a club in my hand, I have the open-ender. Just betting small, huh? Alright. Langfire! Hey, welcome back, Langfire! Cheers, I hope you're having a good Sunday, and I hope the same is true for everybody else watching. Alright. If we end up making our straight, gonna call. And we're good. I think it was the first time we've seen this gentleman bluff. Pair over pair and flush draw. Giving us a gutter now, and pretty excellent blockers actually. Start setting up a bluff here, I feel. It's a good way to go about it. Top 2, 3 ways. This kind of board, definitely checking behind here. Board pairs, it might slow down the betting. Pot Measure! Oh, welcome back. When's the first Pot Measure stream happening? I am curious. Just completing here. Yeah, most of you watching probably know this already. Heads up, not my strong suit. I'm trying to hold my own, getting some tables started, which worked nicely for table 3, which is already at full capacity. And the games today, they seem to be fine. We need to build them up a little. No PLO 20 yet on Rio. But so far so good. Certainly some fun characters out again on Micro. I can tell that already. And thanks for the good luck, Pod Masher. What's up, my babies? Alright. Just stick to small ball here. And lose this one a lot. Yep, he bets. I'm gonna let it go. Probably fine to let this one go. Here we get aces. Hallelujah. Der Alte in the channel as well. Good to see you, der Alte. I never quite know what to do here. We flopped it massively. Checking once more, we're not gonna win a big one. Doesn't help that we have the nut flush blocked as well. Yeah, where I came over the top lightly against the crazy dude, I could have saved the c-bet here actually. Against other people I'm fine doing it. Took it down here. And didn't get called on the aces board, by the way. It's been relatively easy on the c-betting. I think I'll just let this one go. Going to lose my money to you now on Unibet. Der Alte, happy to see that you feel well enough at least to do some light PLO playing. Oh, you're playing PLO 10 by now. I didn't know that, der Alte. Awesome. I think I'll just give up on this one. Good thing we did. So on table 3 we got crazy guy number 1 to our right, Jetcack, who is proper nutty. And no mistake. And the only other spot basically is this guy here, OLED. This guy's pretty tight. Tight, loosish aggro, more loosish aggro. Not sure about this guy. You could start next month to give yourself a better chance at level. Ah, you know, the month only just started. If that's the only reason why you want to start next month, then give it a go this one. It's only the 7th, that's fine. That's incidentally the day I started, I think. The 7th or the 8th of February. Comes with a check raise. I'm very much willing to give him credit here. This is the first time I believe we've seen him. No, not check raise, but raise post. So I'll let it go. Interesting one down here. Not the open-ender, rainbow board. Probably, definitely good enough to take one off. Unless he starts by betting pot, then we'll just let it be. Which he does, strangely enough. Yeah, I agree with what the alt is saying there. I think we're coming out the top here. Flop, alright. Called closing the action, which I think is fine. That's of course a wonderful turn here. Get down. Against this guy, cut off. I'm gonna come over the top trying to ISO him. A little bit to just calling it a small blind. It is on the thinner end, but I think it's alright. Especially against this guy. Now, against him, do we want to c-bet here? I think we do still. Though he's raising us a lot if he hit that ace, yeah, which he did, is what he's saying. And in that case, I kind of need to let it go. So note to self, c-bet less against this guy. And looks like down here we're not being handed anymore, heads up anymore. Games in the middle, everything else on the sidebar. Not entirely sure I know what you mean. You mean the overlay and the stream itself, like the graphics on the side and all that stuff? That you can, if you want to stream for Rio, you can download all the overlays and stuff on Rio. Wow, just a quartz, huh? And you can also, like, if you use Streamlabs OBS or any other streaming software, I think you can find pre-made overlays. Just enter the, like, Google the name of your streaming software and the word overlay, and you are bound to find something. We have the opportunity to 3-bet here and take it too. And here we now see a bet. Just gonna call. That's quite nice. And I'm torn on what to do here with the two pair. I think I'm gonna pot them actually. Hey, everything is going in. Aces against aces, and we're gonna split this unless he hits a jack, which he doesn't, or we hit a deuce. And here, we're now gonna go in for a raise. He comes, he now leads on the 8, but we do have a flush draw to go with it. Pots it. Oh nope, doesn't pot it, goes for half pot. Take this one down. Yeah, jack so far. Killing us a little bit. But we shall remain patient. Yeah, sure, I'm definitely cool with that, der Alter. Partnership, yeah, you're very welcome to do just that. Yeah, let's check it. Wing is a double gutter and a 10 high flush draw. There, that would be our flush. Over here. He bet switches call. He rivers a full house with the deuces. Fair enough. Against Jet, huh? Let's turn ahead and do a bluff. See how we fare. The ace queen. Alright, so we know a little bit more. Unfortunately, it costs us some money to find out. Can definitely value bet against this guy and get called. Well, I don't want to say thin, but maybe a little bit more than on average. The overlay, yeah, no worries. So I think for the second stream tonight, depending on how the games are on Rio today, I might venture into GG Poker. For as long as I need to. Prefer to play most of my volume somewhere else. Interesting turn. It's also good sizing, can definitely call that. And that would be us, most likely. Very loose aggro on our table there. That's kind of nice to see. But checking. 9 is kind of interesting, given the fact that we hold all the 6s here. And take it out. Pretty neat. What a queen or 10. Yeah, just check. And we're good. No need to bluff there. That's pretty cool, giving us the top set. Down here we make a straight. Gonna bet this one too. Took it down with the straight. Wonder if the 4 is gonna make a difference. It might. But we're still gonna go for the bet fold there. And we finally hit something against Jet, and we're gonna let him do the betting for a while, I think. Have one down, flop, interesting down here. And Jet obliges and starts betting. Sorry, here, wrong button. We're gonna go with this one if he bets. She does. If he has it, he has it. Does not have it, and doesn't get it either. So we got all of that money from him back and a little bit more on top. Let's start.
Attention. Experience. Incredible.
Nope.
Music.
Certainly the most action table we have up right now. The action guy here. Proper nut job. He likes the large bet sizes. So we can have him, like we did in the last hand that we took down, we can let him do the betting for us. I think it'll be a while until he adjusts, if he ever does. Happening here, small blind, so I open, that's fine, we're gonna c-bet. Nice to have the king of hearts, and we do take it down. Not much happening at the Rio tables for us currently. Taking our moments. Blind versus blind. We turn the nuts with a redraw to better nuts. Hang on. So, and got aces over here, which took it down already. Take this one down as well. Good stuff all around. I think we let it go is the gist of what those noises were supposed to mean. I don't know, man. Obviously betting is the genius move, because we took it down. This table filling up. It's good to see. And we flop, what do we flop? We flop a pair. But not flush draw, fine with starting off with a check here. Alright. Fair enough. This is an interesting one. Well, let's see what the action is leading up to us. I think if Jet is raising and this guy folds, I am actually just gonna call. A little bit unusual. So we're not supposed to do much calling the small blind, but the deuce hand was nice. I agree. Happened against the right person too. And if he pots, we're gonna call once. See what Pot Liberator does behind us. Only trouble is that we might have to call him down. Oh, turns out we don't. With the good old Jack 8 for 3. Well, you turn an 8, my friend. That ain't something. I don't know. What is? Air open-ender. Start off by checking. This one is a good question in the cutoff. Oh, thankfully we don't have to answer it because we have a raise in front. Jet just lost a big one here against the aces. Not as deep anymore, that gentleman. I don't know, maybe I can bet on the 4. Maybe not. So never bluffing this guy. No matter if you have like 4 blockers. 2 is straight or whatever. Yeah, why not? And what a nice board. What a nice day for it. Rainbow board. Well... Yeah, go with sizing kind of like this. Sounds okay. And it's actually a pretty funky card. Go from having the nuts to having the nuts with the redraw. To full house. Cooler! Welcome back! Thank you very much for the good luck, sir. Good to see you. Alright, let's get that redraw. Nice! Oh, hang on, I actually need to... Yeah, I hadn't updated the Nightbot. Let me do that. Oh, hang on. Actually, that's not true. I played a little bit off stream yesterday and lost 3 buy-ins. Then I call it a night. So we're up 6 buy-ins yesterday. I honestly not sure I should be in this hand. Oh, we got another nut job to our left there. That's interesting. Results, results, results. Come on down and over here, and really nice turn for it over here. Jetcack sitting out on the other table. Yeah, my bad. 6 buy-ins. 6 buy-ins. And that's a pretty decent board. But we're starting this day off right as well. And on Rio we are up like... On Rio we're breaking even basically. But on Micro... Oops. Wait. For a pot I think we let it go. Here we can call, and here we definitely can raise. So on Micro we're up 30 bucks, 1.5 buy-ins currently. That is quite alright by me. Decent start to the day. I think I'm gonna lead out here actually with the Ace of Hearts. And what a river. get raised here. I'm gonna let this go in a moment. Don't get called there. That's pretty sad, but what a hand. Wow, aces and queens here. Sorry, over here, Jet back in the mix. And that's has the markings of a big pot coming up. And up here I need to let this go. He got aces on another PLO 20 table. Coming up. Over here. Sorry, over here. And yeah, I mean, here the plan of attack is clear. I can manage to hit the right buttons there. Turns out I can. This has the... This looks like it's gonna be a family pot. Here, money's going in. Ooh, he's in rough shape. Gets a flush draw. Would be nasty, but he doesn't. I get it, and yes. More aces, wow. Jesus. That's enough for that crazy person. And here the ace-high flush takes it down. Nice to see aces taking down a big one there. Wait, wrong button. There you go. Over here, I elected to c-bet the flop, which I think is definitely alright. On the 6, I think we'll cool it down. Hang on. Wow. I sure wish we would have flopped with our aces like that at PLO 50. So putting exactly one straight out there. He leads it. Alright. Very likely gonna call down. There's exactly one hand that beats us and he checks. Nice. Versus the ace-king. Right. Okay, waiting cutoff. I think with 7 deuce, even double suited, we just let it be. Oh, Jetcack got pelted here. Wonder what happened. I probably won't be able to see it, yeah. I wasn't involved in the hand. But things are certainly looking up for us. Sure, we do want to play any reasonable hands against Jet. We are gonna check and we're gonna call a lot here against this guy. We good? Putting us 3 binds in profit roughly for now. Also gonna call this usually a straight up fold. Alright. We're gonna start bluffing. Make a flush in the end. Gonna bet fold this. Doesn't strike me as the guy who comes in for the bluffs here. IV PLO aggro player. Looks like everybody on this table already got a piece of jet. Sitting on decent stacks. And you get new tickets for... Oh, but 150 euros. Ugh. I mean, yeah, bittersweet news. Sad to hear that you need to pay more, but happy to hear that you get to have your trip. Right on. Got felt it again, and that was the end of his wonderful adventure for now. Actually be worth it to, what was his exact name? Put it in the search function and see if maybe he moves up in stakes. If so, to PLO 50 I would follow him and I would short stack PLO 50. Whose name is Jet. Okay. There you go. Sorry, just checking behind here. Can't find the player right now, and we didn't take this one down, looks like. Nope. How's the flu treating you, my friend? Are you in any shape to go anywhere soon? Right, so I'm gonna ditch this table mostly because it's not terribly exciting, and we do have 6 tables up. I just found another one with another red tag sitting down. So as soon as the blinds come around here, I'll let this one go. Unless somebody fun sits down to our right. Turn? Nah. Just gonna check. No, we're never folding. We're actually gonna bet ourselves. Get the chance. Yeah. There you go. If a double gutter here, only the queen would give us the nuts. Still a decent hand. Off pot, we're certainly taking one off there. Never be us. Gonna lead this too. Take it down. Interesting one on the new off-screen table. I opened rather lightly here, but it's heads up, or it was short-handed. And he checked the flop. I think I'll let it go. And that was a mistake, calling here. That's not a call, that's just a fold. So I'm still way overplaying the small blind, and I'm aware of it. Can't quite seem to tone it down enough just yet, but as a general rule of thumb, if you yourself are suspecting that you overplayed a small blind, generally if you don't feel comfortable raising the hand, it's probably a good idea not to be playing it. Alright. We're gonna start turning this one into a bluff. Like, semi-bluff, I guess. Work. You're in good enough shape to go back to work on Monday? Oh, happy to hear that you're getting better, mate. Even though it means you need to go back to work. But I guess certain things can't be helped, huh? Lucky ducky, 25% 3-bet frequency, certainly not folding here. Gonna play for it all. Like right away, yeah, because he's gonna pot it too. So let's do just that. Luck. Doing okay. He's not doing bad either. We need an ace or 4 only. And he takes it down. Fair enough. Can't argue too much with the result. Ooh, a PLO 20 table firing off on Rio. Now things get busy. You're out of position, you're right? Right. Up here I decided to come in for the raise, get re-raised. This dude has been super active. Do I ever want to come over the top? Nah. Probably not. And this is gonna do it for us. Even though we're definitely deep here against her. The flush draw, we have the better pair, the better kicker, and take it down with the pair of 7s. Nice! This is Am. Gonna ditch this table in a moment, as we have a PLO 20 table up now. Okay. What's happening? We just have the open-ender. On a rainbow board though, I think I'm actually gonna take one off here, because if we hit, we could win a pretty massive pot there. Bluffing doesn't make too much sense at this point. 9s and 4s, take it down. Good for you, my friend. I think we can definitely call. Not a good turn. I mean, now we beat all the queens at least. Keeps checking, really? Why? Oh, interesting one. Right. Okay, if had he not called, we would have had to fold here. Not have gotten the price. Change anything for us. That's king checks though. Oh, and we do take it down. Neat. Down here against a very active player. Sorry here, we're coming over the top with this one. Usually that's just a call. Even though it looks very nice, it is just a call there. In these positions, we're still under the gun open. But against a very active player, I don't mind bending the rules, so to say, a little bit. Checking behind here. Okay, obviously this was the genius move. Start off by checking. Sounds okay to me. Over here, same story as earlier. We want to play as many hands as we can and get crazy. So I think calling on the button here is fine. And now we're closing the action. We're calling the raise. And happy days. Come on, lucky ducky. Get lucky. Well, don't get lucky. Just don't duck out of the way. Nah, not my best one. Wonderful. So he needs a 4 and a 4 only. And we take down a massive one there for 2 binds of profit, basically. Good stuff. Another PLO 12. Things really get busy. We're now sitting on 9 tables for the moment. Not for much longer, but for right now at least. Okay, that one went down to heads up right away. That I can deal with. Need to let this one go if he leads here. Need to bring this over haphazardly like that for a moment. Missing anything behind? Nope. No, I can't. With the jack in our hand, it's a decent question. I think we're gonna go for the check. Fold. And still take it down. Alright. So, everybody keeps checking here. In that case, we're gonna bet. Let me rearrange the tables a bit. There we go. And that's of course a pretty decent board for us, I want to say. Wonderful, the nuts stay nutty, and I'm gonna push here as we would do with our bluffs. And get called. That's good. Here we're gonna raise it like right away. Up here, so he min-raised our open. We are certainly not folding here. Pretty decent turn for us all in all, and he checks quickly. I like seeing that. No reason for us to bet. Shown the right table? Yeah. Wonderful. Here we don't get called on the other table. This one, do we want to turn it into a bluff? I think we start off by checking here against two opponents. Check this and still call a decent amount of the time, I think. He bets really small. It's ugly spot. Still took it down on table 2. And he made the flush. Good for him. Here, start off by checking. I think is fine. And busy right now. Down here, on this kind of board, I think we're gonna go with it. Well, not completely go with it, but start betting at least. Gonna start some betting up here as well. Get raised there, huh? Alright. Never seen him check raise before. Over here I bet the flop, which I think is okay. Turn pretty cool. All things considered. And I'm just realizing we have another nut job here. Nothing for free, I think the name is. Here he came in with the min raise pre again. He's really short, I hadn't noticed that. We're still gonna let it go. And this is turning into a relatively interesting spot. I could let it go, that's definitely an option, but against nothing for free, I'm willing to gamble it up here. And come over the top. Oh, he flipped full house right away, huh? That is sad. But against him we didn't lose much. And against nothing for real, we probably would have taken down the side part had he called. Nothing for free, not nothing for real. Doesn't matter. Crazy dude number 3. Free base, shown the right table? Yeah. Just gonna check behind here, should we get to. Please let me see the turn for free. What that bet usually means. Sometimes they have it, or have something good. And another nut job. Sitting to our left here. Israel. Really is crazy. Good tables all around. Right now. And well, nothing much has changed. We're up pretty much to the penny what we were up before on on microgaming. Oh, this guy left. That is a proper pity. And here, calling is fine. Get min raised, never not fun. Take this one down. And that's gonna be an all-in, that's gonna be a paddlin'. Pretty much no matter what happens in front. 2 pair, diamond blocker, which is very nice to have in this spot. Here we go. Yeah, doesn't make a difference betting smaller, doing anything different here. Like, briefly considered betting smaller, so this guy can come over the top, but doesn't make much difference here. Stack sizes are not hugely, mostly similar. And we take it down. Love seeing that. Get aces now. That'd be a fun spot coming up as well. Now, I'm just gonna call here. Hoping that he comes in for the min raise again. As he does so very often. What a pity. Now that we messed up the pre-flop in air quotes. Yeah, let's see if we can salvage this. If he comes over the top, I'm just letting it be. Pretty much no draws out there. It's basically saying he has a set. I like that the PLO 20 table on Rio is staying four-handed. I.e. that's not breaking. Down here, river trips without a spade. Just end up checking there. Wait, that's the one where we got aces. More aces on another table. That's a pretty decent flop. If we get raised here, the money's going in. Razam, welcome back! Good to see you, mate. Take it down. More aces up here. Hang on. Donk. We haven't seen him donk yet, so I'll let it go. Over here, however, I raised blind versus blind. I'm still gonna take one off with the gutter, the pair, the backdoor. Aces on the Rio table. Now we're gonna have to fold. Not shutting down on that card a lot. What's happening? Really? Cool. Over here we get to maybe raise. Just calling is fine too. Wow. First of all, here we're gonna call this all in because we flop alright. And that's us. Take it down. Put the money in here. Just oof. Yeah, we're just potting it. Up nicely over here. Alright. Two pair. Please don't do it to us like that. Does not do it like to us like that. And we take down a pretty decent one there as well. Good stuff. Also, Shazam. Here, for the price we're getting, we need to let it be. Took it down with the tens and not opening that one. So that was pretty good stuff. Having us start out the day rather nicely. Up like 65 on micro. And another 50 on Rio. So that's what, 110, 115? Very decent. The mood face is awesome. Now here we get raised. Who do we get raised by? Alright. Whew. You're getting some luck there. Ooh, filling us up. Oh, that's unexpected. Take this one down. We didn't get a call on table 1 and took it down. You lost a bankroll? What the fuck? How did that happen? Man, that's not a happy thing to hear. Get raised, really? This probably aces a lot, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that normally he's not raising the ace-7 there in that spot. Okay, gonna close the three-handed table. I have one open on the side anyway. This can probably be raised. Not a big deal either way. That one nice and focused. Yeah, looks good. This is down here. Oh, $30. Okay, okay, that's usually something you should be able to recover from mentally and financially. Phew, scared me there. Money's gone in. PR1. Not the worst flop. Oh, definitely not now. Needs a 10? No, actually doesn't need. He needs a jack. 10 would give us the queen high straight. Also, Shazam. Nope. As it is so often, the answer there is nope. So I make two, wait, here. Make two pair and he bets. Alright. Wouldn't be totally surprised if this freezes the betting. Sneaky. Sneaky try, my friend. Here, C betting sounds okay to me. Alright, let's check behind then. Checks quickly, we'll check quickly as well. And here's kings, fair enough. Will the bottom set treat us? Ooh, I know how this board is treating us. Treating us rather nice. He was limp pot, I decided I'm having none of it and came over the top. And here now we go for the pot. think on this turn I am checking behind just after top pair right now. I don't... No, we didn't get called on either. Didn't get a call on the other table. But took down the pot. Your chair. Hang on. Trollman. High VPIP, low aggro player, which just let it be. Che, where are you, my friend? Table 2 done for. Some interesting spots. Hang on. Here. Down here, things are moving in the right direction, giving us top and middle pair now. PLO 20 table on Rio opens just in time, so we can replace the one table that just disappeared. Yeah, for that sizing, definitely calling. Nice spot up here. Took it down with the ace-8 on table 5. And that's not going to do anything for us. We're not going to bluff here with that 8. 2 peeps. I don't think so. Decided to rise right away. Yeah, we're gonna have to play for it. Not terribly happy about it. But given the stack remaining there, we have to suck out. I think the name of the game here. And that's a good start for us. He needs a jack on ace, and we do suck out. Well, you know, it was like a 60-40 spot, if that. Not like it was a terribly bad beat for him. Also, Shazam! That's pretty nifty. So you're Che, huh? Where are you now, tables? We don't see you. What I do see is that another crazy dude, Huge Manos, stopped by on our table there. And I like seeing that. Ooh, you get aces there. Good start. Come on, Huge Manos, do something. No? Get raised here, double suited jacks, not folding these on the button. Down, decided to take one off here. 7 is gonna freeze the betting a lot, unless he has a king, then of course he's gonna keep betting. I think he doesn't. We're still gonna be beat here a lot. Gonna show up with all the aces. Bluff, I don't, it doesn't work often enough. I noticed. 2 pair blockers. It's busy right now, no mistake. This one down, didn't get to show you. Was one bet on the pot, on the flop. Took this one down with the 5-7 there. Good stuff. Certainly coming over the top here, not folding to a 4-bet. There you have it. Interesting one here. Certainly a very light call. Here, open-ender. We're not folding this one just yet. Here. Alright, let's check. And up here. Took it down with the aces on the other table. $3 more. Yeah, we're not folding this. And damn it, he has the queens. Go down with the kings. More aces for us on another table. Letting this one go. Play these aces. And we have something happening down here. Yeah, check. Weren't you check Aurora? Or was that on stars? No, I'm confused. Oh wow, he's come. Woo, good thing I almost just auto-called here because I didn't see it was raised. Good things happening all around. Over here, over there. And let's watch the conclusion here. What a turn. Still gonna keep betting. Take it down. See, Martin, no, please do. You need to let it out. Take this one down as well. Let it out by all means. Also, my run bet is still very fresh in my mind, so I'll certainly be able to relate easily. Thanks for the good luck, man. And welcome back to the channel, C. Martin. What the fuck? Okay, I mean it worked, but I was expecting to be beaten by the low straight. Is there a chair on the... I see a chair. You have CH7 here, which I hope is not you, because that would be high VPIP and basically no aggression there. You can let it go, Jello. Or Yellow, probably. I think it's like... it has to be Scandinavian. Fun Kartoffel. Alright. Which basically means one potato. And count one potato. Oh, I can't do proper accents. Limp pot, we flop, 2 pair, backdoor flush draw. We'll let it go for the pot size, for sure. Up 80 on micro now. Plus 65. That's pretty good. Closing in on 115 profit already. Wow. Ow. Alright. Standard approach would be to call. You don't know for sure this guy's crazy. Doesn't look like he is. Can't say too much about him yet at all. Let's go with the kings. Ooh, now that's a nice flop. Gonna lead it 2. Took it out on table 2 with the ace-king offsuit hand. That queen I could certainly do without. Gonna be a raise fold at this point. Yep. I much prefer this to check calling there. Just never holding. Yeah, that I can relate to. But moving up to chase your losses is not a good sign. That I have to say. That is not recommended. But man, yeah, not happy hearing that at all. And good on you for reviewing your hands and digging into them. Down 1k euros in the last 100,000 hands. Ugh. At what stakes? That's not a happy thing to hear either. Jesus, man. Sorry. We are gonna go for certainly a feisty raise here. Here we turn nicely. Here we flop nicely. That one down. That was a clear mistake. Here I couldn't tell you why I called. I can tell you that I shouldn't have. Get raised again. Just rolling with this, right? So here the feisty we raised didn't get us a nice flop, but we deserved one. Alright, can we put another bad beat on him, or are we dead to queens? Are we dead to 1 out? Ooh, we are dead. We're just dead. Dead to no outs. That's like way less outs than 1. So he's getting a bind back from earlier. And that's all she wrote. Yeah, but what stakes, C. Martin? 1k is certainly a lot, yeah. That's 6% on the flop. For 600 BB, that's just horrible. I have to play 3k, fuck this game. I had days like that. I was just like, screw all of this. And the horse it rode in on. But yeah, running on the EV. Also keep in mind that EV and the way it's shown is highly, highly flawed. And it's not going to show you, it's not going to be able to show you a true representation. At least in Pocket Tracker, I don't know quite know how it works in Hold'em Manager. We still take this one down. Up kind of right up here. End up making 2 paired on here. I'm gonna bet this, especially with the 6 in my hand. Oh, damn it, I thought I had bet here. Took it down on table 4. The king 7. Move down to minimize them. Okay, okay. So, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Then it's all good. That's actually, well, good on you for having done that. Oh, but it, you know, pays to ask these things. And over here we river, well, first of all, here we turn nicely. And here we river nicely. Get called and are good. And took it down there as well. Gonna raise this up. Some PLO 50, mostly PLO 20, some PLO 50. Okay, that puts it into perspective. That is, of course, you know, monetary terms still pretty horrible. In terms of buy-ins, it's something that's bound to happen in PLO at some point, unfortunately. You know, me being a good example for that as well. Called there. Flop nice down here, we called a raise. And gonna put the money in here, no mistake. Reasonably certain that with a 3... Oh, this guy's crazy, never mind. Okay, now things blow a little bit, but still not gonna fold. Putting set strips everywhere. Right now, yeah, don't adjust. That's true. So at PLO 50, that's 50 buy-ins. At PLO 50, that's 20 buy-ins, which is a lot of money, but in terms of buy-ins, it's gonna happen to you again and again, unfortunately. Mostly PLO 20. Okay, if it's mostly PLO 20, so that's up to 50 buy-ins. Okay, that's not fun. Yeah, just sorry to hear it, C. Martin. Take a few days off. You don't need to play. It's probably always decent advice. Not any advice you need from me. Just came to vent. Probably don't need any advice. But you know, it's a natural reaction. Try to give some. Hey, that's pretty decent. As far as runouts are concerned. Turns out we have the same hand. Down here, we have them nuts. Gonna lead this time. So I'm gonna take a short break in about an hour. It's probably gonna host somebody in the meantime. It'll be for like half an hour or something. I need to head over to the store. Just gonna take 5 minutes and do some last minute shopping and also maybe eat dinner already. to have that out of the way. Years ago, yeah. PLO in the long run is not for the faint of heart. It leaves some scars on your soul and no mistake. Now don't quote me about this one, but if you flop like this, it's of course fine. Somebody has an ace. Still have all the equity they need against us. Lost 15 bind, short appeal is 7, and even gonna bank that just can get upswing going. Maybe best to take a couple of days off then if you don't need to play, because even if you feel you're playing well, and you might well, then oh hang on, sorry, 2 spots. Take that one down. Have a nice turn of events here, and here we get raised with the aces pre. Oh, it's huge manas. Yeah, well, money's gone in if he drew out on us. He did. He did not. Calls down with the aces, and we take down a nice one. And here the money's going in again. And we have aces all over the place right now. Hang on. Down here. He puts the money in. I dig it. And we stay good and take that vine back from earlier. Flop really decent over here. Wow, more aces on an off-screen table as well. Sorry, over here. Here, I didn't notice we were deep against him when I 3-bet. Could have saved that 3-bet probably. Wow, he wants to play for it all. Well, then let's do that. Oh, his kings. Wow, that's just nasty. Hang on, sorry guys. Wow, we river amazing. More aces. Jesus Christ. Stop the nuts at another table. I am really... that is horrible if you came here too. Oh, hang on. Here we... Sorry. Can't comment right now. I just can show. That's all I can do. Get a fold. He learned his lesson. Get a call. Down here, another very promising board for us. Unfortunately, if a spade falls off, I'm actually still gonna bet fold. And I'll see if I can catch back up with the chat. Man, there was some busy few minutes here. Appreciate any and all advice. All right, C. Martin. So let me try to get back to what I was saying earlier. So I recently, as you know, had an intimate encounter with a variance run bet and also some play bet mixed in there. And my advice would be, if you don't need to play for any reasons like chasing bonuses and stuff, and even if then, it might be best if you just take a couple of days off. Even if you think you're playing well, and you know, even objectively if you are, it's probably still going to weigh on your mind the last couple of days, and it's going to have an influence. You might call down lighter in some spots. You might bet lighter and just do things differently than you usually would. And cooling off for a couple of days has been a plus EV for me in almost all of these situations. And you had a horrible run by the sounds of it. Take it down here. I'm gonna lead here now. Yeah, sure. So that would be pretty much the only advice I got. Take a couple of days off. Is what I should have done more often, what I did often enough at least, and it always served me very well. Needed at least a few weeks. Oh, everyone is different. Yeah, that's the worst time I've ever had was during my short stacking days, and there I had. Like, the details don't matter, it just was horrible. And I took like a week off. When I came back, I was instantly tilted. Like, after the first hand, the chances are I won the first hand. I was just tilted to be back and playing poker, and took another week off. So that was the only time I needed more than a few days. Took 2 weeks off, and served me well. Here I could have foregone the raise. Take it down there. Down here where I 3-bet. We're gonna keep betting, I feel. I think we have a lot of fold equity on that card. Flop really nicely with the €1 extra in the middle. But I'm not enjoying playing, yeah. And as I say, even if you think you're playing well, I'm not trying to say anything mean there, but it's completely out of from my own experience where I thought I was playing well. And on by most standards I was playing well, but I wasn't playing as good as I could have. Yeah, I think that phrases it really decently, what I'm trying to say. It's the crazy dude, we flop 2 pair. Money's gone in here. It's the crazy character, who has a pure flush draw, and now needs... Oh, come on! I was gonna say needs a 10, but he not only does he get the 10, he also gets the 10 of spades. How bad do we run? No, I'm kidding, I take it back. Actually, given this flop, seems to bring you good luck, yeah. It really does. The whole... Let's actually check up on that. How are we doing? On RunItOnce we are up 40, 70, 75. That one probably 80. And on microgaming, Jesus Christ. Microgaming, we're up 120, 125. Jesus. What now? Putting us up more than 10 buy-ins. You come back stronger, believe me. I agree. I agree. I am not sure where I raised this. Guess borderline alright. If borderline alright, we have a few too many tables open. We're gonna ditch this one and this one. Because they're the least interesting. Wow. Called pretty quickly, usually a good sign. Down. Well, we're not letting go. That clinches it for us. Money's gone in. Got that bind back from you, Odessa. There you eat that. Whew. Nah, tough break for him. He had a decent hand on the flop. Can see the raise. And we're certainly killing the games right now. Quite sure what's up with that. Yeah, just waiting. Wow, so now what? Ugh. Alright. Woo! Turns out the money he had from us was just a loan. 7 down, turn 2 pair here. Yes, even, yeah. Not playing your A game better than most people, but are you playing as good as you could? That's the thing. And would you rather not do that, play as well as you could? here now. I think I'm still gonna call. Double gutter and 2 outs to the full house. Yeah, D8, not a huge surprise. Now let me rearrange the tables a bit, because we are -1. We're sitting on only 5 tables now. Kind of a needed breather. Things were pretty hectic the last couple of minutes. So that's not unwelcome. Man, what a session! Jesus. Sorry, I keep repeating that word, but my favorite words in the English language. Jeebus. It's probably fine. Man, even when I shouldn't be calling, I'm flopping nicely right now. I certainly should have been in this hand from the small blind. Nice. Jacob might not be crazy, actually might have the wrong tag here, this gentleman. This can actually be 3-bet, I believe. Whoa, just flopping one more set over there. Limped pot. So of course if he comes over top, we're letting it go. Took it down with a set of 8s. Against the button. We're gonna go for the bet fold approach, I think. Interesting one, and speaking of interesting one, certainly is. Checking sounds good. It's really small, huh? Oof. Down with the 5s and yeah, I honestly think I would have preferred the turn fold there. Another PLO 20 table on Rio opening. Hang on. Needed to refill my vape and way too many things going on right now. Doing here? Fuck. Too busy. Open ender. Well, we're just gonna call, I think. There's a little bit too much money in the middle. No luck this time, huh? I take luck over skill. Me too! Any day. So about that Rio hand we just lost, I didn't even fully saw what this guy had. I think he had something really light, right? Queen check 10-5, double suited. Fair enough, I guess. So. Not quite the run out I was envisioning. Here we make a straight in the end, have a spade blocker. He keeps betting. I think we'll let it go. Another PLO 20 table. Now things really get into full swing here. Keeping you rather busy. Putting us at 7 tables. 6 I can fit on the screen. The other one I'll move over. Nope. Catch a hand down here. Against a small blind, I don't mind betting larger. Get down. Hey, Master Yoda, welcome back. Pre-flop is the most important thing in PLO. It is a post-flop game where all the major decisions are made. It's a post. Let me start again. It's a post-flop game, but with weak pre-flop fundamentals, you are gonna have a rough time because since it is so post-flop heavy, if you start off with the wrong starting hands, you're just gonna have a horrible time down the road. And it's not going to help your, it's going to not make your, it is not going to make your post-flop decisions any easier, to put it mildly, if you're in there with way too many hands. Gonna bet. One table closed, one PLO 20 here, bringing us back to 6 tables, so then I actually have a chance to take a look at the chat. Did not get called, took it down, have the queen high, flush the second nuts. We are gonna go and continue betting here. Also, welcome back, Master Yoda. Nice to see you back. It is a flop game, yeah, but pre-flop is crucial, because otherwise you are just making a post-flop way harder on yourself than you should. Or than you could otherwise. So your post-flop decisions set the stage for your pre-flop game. And no amount of good pre-flop skills are... it's going to be really tough to overcome bad pre-flop ranges, especially if you play to lose. If you play too tight, it's not a big deal. But if you play to lose, this is going to be tough to, at some point, almost impossible to overcome. Because the problem is with the bad, like, especially against, the problem especially with too wide of a pre-flop range, if it's way too wide, is that you're gonna get into a lot of spots where you feel you have to call down, and you have to call down equity-wise, but you're always gonna be at a disadvantage a lot. Like, you know, if there's already a lot of money in the flop and you're at a 65 35 spot and you're behind, you rightly feel you need to call down, and you do because you're probably getting the pot odds at this point. However, had you not, you could have avoided all this, most of these spots had you not played so many hands pre-flop. This is not geared towards you, Master Yoda. I'm saying in general for players that play too wide pre-flop. I didn't mean to single you out there, and I don't even know if you play too wide pre-flop. So that was just an example where pre-flop game is, in my mind, hugely important. Oh, aces over here. Good stuff. Also nice to raise this one up and get this kind of flop. Hopefully nice. Turn a jack. That's also a good turn. Ace took it down pre. We have a €5 splash. 25 BB. Took it down with the flush on table 5. What to do? Oh, you're all in. Okay. I wondered how that was even possible. Emotionally draining experience. Yeah, I don't think you could have put that any better. I believe it is. And it is. I've been there and had to endure that myself. Yeah, that makes taking a few days or even longer off probably an even better idea. And maybe just do a couple of days, do something that's not poker related at all. That was always good for me. Not saying it's going to be good for you, but it worked for me. Even though I risk losing you as a viewer, maybe consider that. Let this one go. This guy had pure garbage. Wow. Right, so he keeps checking to us. Gonna start betting. 200 buy-ins, one session? No, buy-ins, Master Yoda, not big blinds, buy-ins. If 200 buy-ins is one session for you, then you're playing in an awesome side, or you need to tighten up considerably, depending on which direction it swings. No, but I'm sure you just misread. Ooh, how's that for board? Super multi-bait too. Would you look at that? We have 2 full PLO 20 tables gone. That bodes well for when I go on my break. Master Yoda, I couldn't tell you the win rate for. I'm not sure there's like a stone cold accurate answer for that. This one down. Yeah, don't mind keeping the bluff up with all the 6s. Do have a gutter ourselves. Now a top pair. The heart's rolling off. I mean, seeing that we have no showdown value, we're going to continue, hoping he doesn't have a heart. Was on some other draw. It's possible. In the meanwhile, we raise up aces over here. It's the AK suited. Pretty crazy dude himself. He do take it down. It's good stuff. Okay. Not gonna fire the last barrel if this one fails. Oof. Richie Rob, hey, welcome over, Richie Rob. Everybody, shout out to Richie, who, if you don't know his channel, he streams no delay tournaments and does so in a super entertaining manner. And I love me some Richie Rob. One of the channels, whenever I host them, I tend to stick around longer than I originally intended. Two pair here. I'm actually gonna pot this. Trying to thin the field a little bit. And take it down, that's sweet. This table, we're also gonna pot this for the same reason pretty much. Got aces over, sorry, you got aces over here. We're just gonna limp. I think Antonio said I should press the pot button when I have the nut flush draw. That's too broad of a generalization there. Depends a lot on the texture of the flop and if you have a pair with you. My shot was for... hang on. I'm actually still gonna call this closing the action. Ooh. My shot was for roughly 40 buy-ins at PLO 50, so 2,000 bucks. And it is too bad. Thank you for saying that. So, we have a bunch of free rolls here potentially. We do have the opener as a straight flush. We have straight to a higher... If a draw to higher straight? I can't even think right now. Wow, what the fuck? Whoa! Wow. C. Martin, games look soft and I thought you were playing well. Thank you for saying that. For the most part, for the majority of my losses, bad play was not responsible. For a good part of them, but more than 50%, good deal more than 50% of my losses. I would estimate pulling that number out of my ass in an optimistic fashion, I guess. Always tough to estimate these things. So I think play bad was a contributing factor, but not the major one. Just a bad run for the most part. Thank you for saying that, C. Martin. That's very nice of you. So let's check out our results. On Rio, we're up 45 euros. We're up a heck of a lot more on microwaving, and that's a fact. With Rakeback on micro, we're up 200, 210, let's call it 205. Plus, what did I say? 45, 250, whoa. It's what, 12.5 buy-ins? If I'm not mistaken? That's just nuts. And so's this board, we're not deep. Master Yoda, can I say my win rate? Well, recently it would have... No, the short answer is no. And it's not because I don't want to, but because most of my volume is on RunItOnce. And I have no tracker I can import these hands into reliably. There's the Pocket one, but I'm not convinced it's showing me the right things. Not convinced it is taking the splash pods correctly into account. So the unfortunate answer right now is no. Again, not because I don't want to, just because I can't. As soon as I can, I will happily let you know. Another 5 euro splash up here. And here, of course, we're now coming over the top. Melding the nuts. And split it up. It's the exact same hand, just different suits. Pretty funky. At PLO 20, I suspect it's around 10 BB at least. Of course, at PLO 50, it's not going to be a happy win rate since I, lost and had to move down. Having to give this one up. Happier times over here. Although we do make 2 pair right now. Have a spade blocker. It's kind of interesting. Nah, for this price we can't. Yeah, right, what the fuck? I know! Like, actually, let's check out what do these people have. By the way, we killed the table. We were only 3-headed there, fourth guy is sitting out. So yeah, I can show what happened there. What were we up against? This guy had the low straight. This guy had the 10 high straight. He had could have drawn to full, had a redraw to a full house. Wow, we were just killing that board. Not a very satisfying run out, and he's so short. Well, we still took that one down. Pair of 10s is pretty cool. We take this one down too? What now? Do I lick Pringles? If you mean lick and not like, if it's like, then yeah, sort of, sometimes. But if it's lick, then the answer is yes, to get the spices off them sometimes. Thinking I flush, decided to just call. You might make a 2k loss. Well, it didn't happen, and it happened over a period of time. And yeah, I made my peace with it pretty quickly. That one horrible day where I tilted. That night I didn't sleep well at all. I'm telling you that much, and I wasn't a happy camper the next day. But I think it took me 3-4 days. That day I lost more than 1k. Put it like that. So that took me, I want to say 3 days until I was starting to be okay with it. Oh no, now, sorry, I misread your sentence there, C. Martin. No, don't worry, it's all good. You're not triggering me. And it's tough to trigger me on a day where I'm running like the Lord. Just flopping stuff left and right. That's up, that's gonna be it for this table. Might actually be able to dig up another PLO 20 table. So we are! Wow, 3-way table starting, even though it took a while. Definitely worked for us. I hope I didn't overlook anything in the chat. Chase the ace, auf geht's! Meaning, let's go, let go, let go. Next, never lead on the turn through for the alpha play. Yeah, agreed. They didn't play it well. Wait, can we actually dig up another PLO 20 table in Rio? No, not yet. It's the time, need to keep an eye on it. Okay, so in about 20 minutes I'm gonna go on I'm actually gonna go on my dinner break, gonna have it a little bit earlier than usual, and then it's gonna be a full night of streaming ahead. Hopefully we keep this run up, because right now we are running stellar. Stellar! Yeah, still nothing changed on Rio, we're up 45 bucks there. And the microgaming graph is just perverse. Hang on, let me show you. It's just crazy, we're up 10 binds on microgaming. And we're not way over EV there, so just nuts. Putting us in total 260 up, I think. Come over across this very even keeled. Hey, that's a good expression. I'm not sure I knew that one before. I'll try to remember it. It's commendable how you deal with adversity. Thank you very much for saying that. I always rush to say here that off stream I am a little bit more prone to tilting. It is the streaming that makes it way easier to not tilt. Because it's the constant talking, basically. So you can, if you don't feel stupid about it at home, you can try the rubber duck method, where you have a rubber duck on your table and you explain what you're doing to the rubber duck. And I'm convinced it's that what is giving me a leg up mentally. I mean, I'm pretty even keeled otherwise, but on the other hand, I also wear my emotions pretty close to the sleeve, pretty close to the surface. Yeah, it's a constant talking. I regard tilt as like a build-up of mental energy, not in like any esoteric sense, but it is like psychological energy. It's a psychological build-up. Might as well call it energy. Like, you know, where you start thinking unbeneficial thought patterns in unbeneficial thought patterns. Like, oh man, I should have, I shouldn't have, and so on. And just the constant talking releases that quote-unquote energy. Don't have a better word for it. Again, I don't mean it in a having crystals around my head esoteric sense. This one we need to let go. Get the other guy to naked straight. Yeah, that was, I mean, wow, just wow. That was a case of the wows. Chase the ace. Oh, you learned it from Ben CB on his channel, the Aufgeht's? Alright. Took me a moment to figure out what you were talking about. We'll let it go at this point. Whew. Man, the dealer is being awesomely nice to us today. And I'm just gonna bet half pot here. So this guy can come over the top if he wants. Giraffe porn. No, yeah, no kidding. And we don't have the giraffe as an emote anymore, do we? Nah, we phased that one out. Didn't look good either anyway. That'll work for us. There's the open-ender. Which is no good in the end. Certainly a decent board for us. take one off here for a change. What happens on our turn? Also queen and an ace might be good. I faulty almost always. Mix it up with this one time. To no avail. And letting it go now. The 6 deuce cutoff, I probably could have done without opening that one, to be honest. Alright, suits me. That suits me too. They're playing a big one. Nothing cooking for us. Well, I take it back. Ace, queen, queen, 9, single. Good enough. This is a rather good question. Never mind. In that case. 9, 6. I think it's still supposed to be a fold. Oh no, no, never mind. 9, 8, 6, 6. Let's look this one up. Curious. So let's assume we open it from the cutoff. Is it okay to open? And this one go if we get raised. We're not getting raised too much on these boards. Hardly ever as a bluff. It was 6, 6, 9, 8. Cutoff. No. Does not get opened. Yeah, Alter, we're doing absolutely wonderful. We're up roughly 13 buy-ins right now, 260 euros, which is of course completely insane. Oof. And this is how we're running. Reinserting nuts deep in the chat. The hamster head is back. Der Alte is back. Good to see you. Good to see you both back. Small, like, FYI, I'm gonna go on my dinner break a little bit earlier, and also gonna be back earlier, subsequently. And it's gonna be like in 10 minutes, something like that. What are your thoughts on Viking? Is he on my table right now? Hang on, let me check. The name rings a faint bell, but I can't conjure up any thoughts attached to it. Oh, there he is. Don't know too much about him. Looks like a tight-ish aggro character. Raises a decent amount of time. Don't have a large sample size on him, so not sure yet. Calling? Do I play any other variants? So high-low doesn't interest me at all. 5-card PLO I might, yeah. That I might check out. Go down with the aces on a flop. And not gonna go for any really thin value here. Blind versus blind, flop a low wrap, backdoor flush draw. Take that one down, that's pretty good. And down here again, blind versus blind. Flop 2 pair. No dice here, just gonna give up on it. And a wonderful hand here, not getting anywhere. He had the aces. An ace would have been the gin card for us. Sorry, keep switching to the wrong tables, excuse me. Need to let this go. And let this go as well. Commando. We're not going commando in here. I am wearing underwear, I'll have you know. There's so many games to go nuts deep in. The 5-card PLO I would definitely try out. I honestly don't know. I think on the button its approach is being fine. Let's check up on it. Because we do have that sweet button for the rest of the hand and we could flop like this too. Button versus cutoff. More aces on table 4 coming up. Jack 4 does not get played. King Jack 5-4 does not get played. 6-5 does. However, if you flop like this, we're going with it. There it was. Yeah, 13 buy-ins there, Alter. It's a crazy day. And certainly potting it now. That 7 is of absolutely no consequence. Well, you know, usually not. And a big pot. Nice! Nice! For profit off. Is it gonna show us? Sorry, here. I was again showing the wrong table. My bad. Here we need to let it go now. But how big was the pot? Can we see? Well, 77 euros since we went all in. Let's see what happened. What changed in Poker Tracker? A whole bit, a whole bunch. We're, ladies and gentlemen, we're up 300 euros, I believe, unless something happened on Rio that I'm forgetting about. Nope. We're up 300 euros now. Oof. Wow. Probably also a good point in time to go on a break soon. 5 more minutes and then I will. Actually 2-3 minutes. And I'll be back as soon as I can, probably around 9, so a little more than 1 hour from now. I'll strive to make that happen. This is very thin. It's one of the examples why it's probably good. Why it's a good idea to take a break soon. You wouldn't open this under the gun. And a friend of the channel is sitting here. Probably, I don't know who it might be. Somebody who changed nicks. That's usually the mark for a friend of the channel, the white one. We get raised here. We hate life and let it go. Also a pair and a queen I flush draw down here. That'll work for me. Move the gutter ourselves, we have the 10 ourselves. Both backdoor flushes. If he comes over the top, we're not folding, even though we're often up against the nuts at that point. I'm fine checking this. Oh, we're 3-handed on here. Then we let it go for pot size. Checks. In that case, we start betting. Guess what I bet on the river versus you? I would say a better hand. We'll take a note. Good question. What did you bet? Either blockers or just a genuine better hand. Both PLO 10 tables on Rio broke. PLO 20 tables on Rio broke. Let me rearrange the tables a bit. Yeah, I think he had me beat. He had me beat, or he had decent blockers. Three nut straight blockers. Ace. Oh, alright, alright. That's a good bet. Nice bet indeed. Right, yeah. Last orbit. Then an hour break, maybe a little bit longer, but I'll try to be back as soon as I can. I feel like playing. For some reason. Rest of the streets. Up the hand again. Don't quite remember how it went. What did you have? Aces, Queen. Good question. I think either way is fine. Folding before the river is fine, and calling. I think the turn is questionable, maybe. You had the. Oh, you had hearts. You had hearts. Okay, then the turn is fine. The flop. Yeah, it's fine. If you had hearts, the turn is good as well. Yeah. It's alright, I feel. Got you out-pipped, my friend. And over here. And gonna give you the official score. Not much should have changed, a little bit, but not much. Up $42 on Rio. Show you the microgaming graph. Right, so on Rio we're up 240 plus. Right now I'm getting like 35% rakeback currently instead of way more than I usually which I usually do. So let's call it another 10. So there's 240, 250 plus 40, close to 300, 295, something like that. And EV wise, we're certainly ran hot today, but it's not like we're running massively over EV. All is well there. So closing in close to 15 buy-ins in profit is the best session we ever had. 14 was the previous record, so good stuff. I'll head over to host somebody fun. Let's see who's on. Let's host Chiching. She's gonna be happy. And yeah, see you soon, guys. I'll go on my break. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping company and for keeping the chat so lively today. Cheers. See you soon. Was a blast. I hope you had a good time too.